Welcome to Kansas City, Kansas, as we are looking at the FSB Racing iTruck Series, sponsored by Mud Dog Motorsports. It is the season finale, race number 13. We are super excited. We've got a two-horse race here for the championship, and positions all through the top 10 up for grabs as 26 trucks brought haulers here, unloaded them, and went out and qualified. Let's see, 23 of 26 qualified. And my usual partner in crime, Mr. Milt Minner Jr., made the trip with me out to Kansas City. How you doing, Milt? Welcome to Kansas.
Pretty good. And I'm going to get you, little girl, and your little dog, too. Welcome to Kansas. And here we go. And we're not in Kansas anymore. No, we are in Kansas. And this is so exciting, going down to the wire with these guys for points and new drivers, 26 trucks today. What a great field for the last race of the broadcast race of the season.
That's right, season 54. Sam Young, broadcaster extraordinaire and producer behind the scenes. 54 seasons, Sams. Welcome to the finale, buddy.
Man, I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys for being here. Look at this. We're about 4 points away from a championship. It has been really close. Mogard has been stealing the season. Has already clinched one championship, and that's the Xfinity Series. And he's looking at possibly doing that on Cup on Friday, where Justin Bird is defending by only a point or two. So it's going to be an interesting send-off for the end of the season, and I am just so thrilled that you guys got to cover this season of trucks, and we get to do it all again the next year, because I signed these guys for next year, and it cost a friggin' fortune. But thanks for coming on, guys.
Don't tell Sam we would have done it for free. We were all signed up for next season halfway through this season. It's a lot of fun here on Wednesday nights. Race tonight, sign up tomorrow. If you want to practice a little bit offline or in other series or something to get yourself comfortable, but at fsbracing.com, always taking applicants and new drivers, run like a 6-race trial, see if you like it, see if you're a nice fit, and next thing you know, you're in. It's membership-based, obviously sportsmanship-based, not like the lobbies you see, but on fsbracing.com, you know you're going to be raced clean and fair, all kinds of interesting rules to keep it fair, and we're looking at, 23 years. We should just have the anniversary in March, right? 23 years, 54 seasons without a break. All right.
Just amazing. Yes, just amazing. We're still here.
This is...
And growing.
And the amazing part about it is that we have had 54 seasons of undisputed champions. In other words, it is never been a doubt. There's never been a worry. There's never been fighting or anything like that going on. These champions have been all true champions, and Matt Watkins leads that group. And it's something like 300 plus wins. But anyway, this has been an amazing run for me. The last 10 years of my life have been spent with FSB as being able to promote this league. But you guys really originated the format, the sportsmanship, the love of the sport. I think there was somebody that said racing is everything else is waiting. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, you guys are the best. Let's have a good show, and they should be hitting the track pretty soon, guys.
Yeah, we'll do the starting lineup as soon as a few more cars start getting out on the track, and we'll show you some custom paint jobs out there. Chevy, Dodge, Ford. Who else is out there? And thank you for the kind words, Sam. It was wonderful to start this thing. It's our baby, and great to see that you've taken the reins and improved it drastically over the years. Tons of drivers in here, and we see fresh faces almost every race. A couple guys we haven't seen in a while, and the regulars. So practice is open now. Qualifying is done. Let's go ahead and get into our FSB Racing Live starting lineup, brought to you by Mud Dog Motorsports here in the Craftsman Truck I Series. On the pole, the 00, and gaining 1 point closer to Matt Watkins in the title is Jared Mogard. 5 wins this season. Starting just outside him, guess who? Marvin the Martian in the Bazooka Gum Truck. That's going to be number 15 of Matt Watkins, who's holding on to now a 3-point lead, racing from a temporary rig while he's on the road, because that's what we do here at FSB to try and win a championship. Everything you can, don't give up. Starting third in the 557 is going to be Thomas Fox. And starting fifth in the, let me get it right, Wilson Community College Wolves Chevrolet, it's going to be Wyatt Thompson.
In the 6th position, In the 5th position will be the 5,000 plus I-rating stud of Jason Seams in the 1 truck. And P6 will be Jeff Pfeiffer, the American, in the 209 truck. In 7th, new addition here, and grade 2 finishes, and a pole, Brady Schreckengost in the 516, and 8th, the Wiley veteran uncle Jeff Hale in the 29.
Very nice. In the 500 truck, it's going to be the Heat Wave Racing Dodge Ram is going to be Dakota Coleman starting 9th. And one of the crowd favorite, we all know him, everybody loves him, the number 13, Bird's the word, Justin Bird is going to be starting P10 in the DeWalt Chevrolet. Starting 11th, the number 62 in the Dodge Ram, it's going to be Sean Reap, who's been around for a while, done a lot of broadcasts as well, big part of the growth of this league. And starting 18th, endurance racing co-driver of ours is going to be Craig Stukas, in the 18 truck, starting 12th in the Flow Racing Toyota.
Solo broadcaster and broadcaster, he's broadcasting his own car view live on Twitch, is the 37 truck, Golf truck of Adam Roberts. P14 is the veteran Pops Martison, a fan favorite. P15 is Ryan Fisher in the 53 truck. And P16 is Dave Ellens in the 115.
In the 203, starting 17th, is going to be Cody Baumeister. In the number 22 truck, just off of a run at Sebring with his buddy Andrew Elliott, it's going to be the 22 truck of Jamison Pearson starting 18th. And the good guy in all those movies, the 007 of Dan Jones out of Canada starting 19th. And rounding out the top 20 is going to be the 522 of Brett Watson, who's in the Chevrolet, and he's also streaming on Twitch under Rain FTW. You can find him on Twitch.
21st position is our endurance teammate. Had a great run until things all went south on them. They were in P2 at the 12 Hours of Sebring, Andrew Elliott in the 09. And then the newcomer there in the 506 is Joe Fisher. I'm not sure if he's related to Ryan Fisher, but he's been practicing offline and watching our broadcasts. So he goes from watching the broadcast to racing in the broadcast. And P23, also our teammate who had a great run there at Sebring, the 34 of Shane Wisman, and our longtime teammate and character none better, the 151 of Guy Pitra.
Yeah, Guy's back after a couple weeks off. Your series admin, like to stop and thank him, the number 92, Kevin Mays. Really appreciate all he does all season long, drivers meetings, replays, points, all that good stuff. And starting in the rear with the gear, none other than the 33 of T.G. Reese, already a favorite for that Hard Charger Award starting in the back. That's your starting lineup, brought to you by FSB Racing Live. And let's look at tonight's specifics. We're going 90 laps at Kansas. Sun's going down, lights are coming on, and they're going to get ready to grid now. And a quick look at the points. Matt Watkins is your leader with 3 points now because of that pole position. Jared Mogart second. There's still a battle for third. 10 points separate Craig Stuka and Justin Bird racing for that final podium spot. Jamison Pearson, Andrew Elliott always battling for fifth. Guy Petra still holding on to seventh. And a five-way race for the top 10 between Jason Seams, Sean Reap, T.G. Reese, Kevin Mays, and Dave Ellens. So Pop's also in the mix there. Jeff Hale, Nicholas Donovan, all the regulars with an outside shot at the top 10. So this is a trophy series thanks to Kevin for the winner. All eyes are going to be on Watkins and Mogart in this one. Mogart has a lot of momentum. Watkins is racing on the backup rig, but we all know Matt Watkins can get it done anywhere, anytime.
Well, I'm tripping on the pate of Andrew Elliott in the Donkey Bop Racing Ram, sponsored by you and our team at Donkey Bop, repping about the same colors that they had with Wisman and DJ and Brian Kerr at wait, no, he was in the other team there. I get them mixed up there, but so we had several teams there. But yeah, he's repping the Donkey Bop DBR Racing Ram truck.
First time I've seen that on a truck. You can see it there, the purple one with the hood, the big donkey on the hood. But yes, we were going to run that paint in the GT3 car, but they ran GTP, and that's pretty darn sweet. JF Godin taking care of that paint job for us. So let's go to tonight's festivities, folks. Again, 90 laps under the lights, 1 parade lap here. Then we're going to go green next time around. It's going to be all Milt with the call here. Final race of the season, folks. We're on the edge of our seats. It's to crown a champion here. And Matt Watkins has a lot of them. Jared Mogard is starting to catch him with, like Sam said earlier this week, he's already crowned a champion. And Mogard was one of them, so that's fantastic. As all eyes are on the front row.
We got to make our picks here. We got to make our picks. Who goes first?
You, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to go with Mogard. Being I normally would go with Matt, but Matt is racing on a borrowed rig out of town. So something I've done before, which we might discuss throughout the race here. To win a championship, you got to do stuff. I took a rig and a wheelbarrow to the 5th floor of the Holiday Inn right across the street from where the Raiders used to play in Oakland to start a race to win a championship. So that's what he's doing. As the pace truck is off. We got 90 laps here for the championship.
Flow Racing Stukas.
Green.
This one, let's go.
And it's Mogard taking off there. Let's see what kind of control Matt has as he goes to the lead. He's running on a rig he's not used to, but then again, he's run that wheel before the Logitech, and he pulls out to a nice little lead to start out. How about that?
He's going to go get that 1 point for a quick lap lead. And hang on,
he lost a point there with the qualifying, definitely, yep.
Oh, Justin Bird gets hit. Sean Reap saves it. So the 13 and the 62 got together. Reap somehow saved that at the start-finish line. Racing continues, but Justin Bird got tapped and hung on to it. Great save by both those drivers.
Well, the 200 truck way up high there, but he got back going there. A little loosey-goosey to get started.
Single file for the first 10 trucks, and we got a little side-by-side back there. Not too many of them, as we're going to get single file. They're going to drive on the apron across the front straight. No yellow line to worry about here. Multiple lines across the start-finish line. But how about the groove here? It looks like it might be a one-groove track here. If you're on the outside, you're probably going to need some help.
We got Adam Roberts on board here in the Golf truck there, Golf Toyota, and just showing how he's trying to acclimate and get those tires warm and get some tire pressure so where he can start to do something there. Gave up a couple spots, but no harm, no foul. Jeff Hale taking a look in the 29 on Jeff Pfeiffer, the 209 Budweiser, Harley Davidson Ford there, but can't make the move. Now he's taking another look, trying to go down low. The veteran taking a look, showing down in Kansas here. You see how 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4 here. 1 less banking, or this is 3 and 4, less banking in 3 and 4 here, and a little more tighter and more banking in 1 and 2. So, but more room on the exit. 2 really tightens up here. But you can see some of these guys already using that middle line and the bottom line. Side-by-side racer.
We saw Cody Bodemeister in the 203, mixing it up there in the Marine Devil Dog Chevrolet. He's got Dan Jones behind him. And Dan's looking to go underneath there. Boy, they get close as Bodemeister goes high. Here comes Dan Jones with Sean Reap looking to make up a few spots after that early getting loose.
Okay, so Adam got going there, get a little bit there, and now he's starting to challenge Ryan Fisher. And Ryan Fisher also taking a look at the 209 truck.
Fisher in the 53 truck. We'll give Sam the number so he can find it. Watkins is still your leader. Mogard is underneath him now. Looks like he's going to take it back. No point just yet. They're going to go across the start-finish line. Watkins still going to be your leader. I don't know if Mogard led a lap. I don't think so.
www.twitch.tv Ruan, RUANEFTW. That's the
Watkins goes up in the wall right on Sam was watching, but Mogard came up high there. And Watkins is going to take on some damage now.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for, as he's got a 4-point lead here and needs to basically finish. Still needs to probably finish ahead. If he finishes one spot behind Mogard, that's going to be trouble.
Oh, no, it wasn't Mogard. Matt got loose there trying to hang on to it. I'm sure that wheel's a handful, and it clipped the wall. Looks like Dakota Coleman has already retired. Didn't quite get to see what happened. I'll take a look while you guys are checking out the live action.
Here comes Jason Seams up into the grip here, wanting to get some. And that's Chevrolet.
Yep. Give him numbers.
That's number 1, Jason Seams. Then the 77 of Wyatt Thompson in P3 now. All of them in line. Looking to dog these guys. PRSetups.com. Chevrolet Silverado for Wyatt Thompson. It says use code JJMORE15 at checkout.
Look at the one truck really close to that. Wyatt Thompson there, he's showing 5 on the results, but look at 77 on screen as they battle for 3rd. Thomas Fox 5th, Justin Bird hanging on to 6th, and Brady Scheckengoss still 7th, right where he started. Craig Stukas has made up 4 spots already.
Let's see if they start to use the outside a little bit as time goes on. Justin Bird is stalking his prairie right now, trying to get some of that Butterfinger.
See how Watkins is running after that little altercation with the wall. Seems okay right now. He's going to follow Mogard now. So Mogard has led a lap. Watkins has led a lap. So it's back to a 3-point advantage as Mogard goes really to the high side. Here goes Watkins looking to take it back. Another point for leading the most laps. We got to remember that too. We can't really see that. That'll all come out right as the race is over. We'll have calculated points thanks to iRacing's league options there. It's really cool. Join a league, set up a series. It'll calculate the points for you. As Watkins falling back a little bit, got another piece of the wall.
Oh, Schreckengoss in the 516 just scraped the wall coming out of four in the How's My Driving 1-800 eat and I can't say the last 4 letters, but you can figure it out. Let me caution this out. We got something going on. I can't see it, but the caution flag has fallen.
Looking for it. Let you know.
Oh, it's like Pops Markinson is around, and TG Reese might be involved too as he's getting back on the track.
99 and 33.
Pops Markinson way down low there, almost like he had some kind of internet issue.
Oh,
because that was very unpops-like right there. There's no way he's going down in that apron. He wasn't forced down there or nothing. I think he might have lost the internet or something, because he just went down and didn't slow down and lost control and punted hard, dude. Here, and that is the 115 of Dave Ellens in that psychedelic truck. Looked like he got hammered there.
Well, I know Watkins needed that caution. I'm sure he didn't want it that way, but yeah, not sure what happened as Pops came back up.
Man, Dave Ellens, if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have no luck at all, seems like. And that just, you're chilling, and then wham. And that's how fast it happens. So what are these guys going to do? 13 laps in. Leaders are pitting, and Justin Bird faked, but you better go in. Better get 4 tires here. Don't mess around. You got plenty of sets left, and you went, not quite a half run yet. But let's see what these guys do. They might want to try, if you're back in about 10th, you might want to get track position. But they didn't even really catch up to these guys, which you need to do on yellow flag there. You can't fall asleep.
Yeah, you got to be right on them entering pit road. You can gain or lose a lot of positions here on pit road. Watkins going to look to get some damage fixed. Nope, Watkins just takes a splash of fuel and takes the lead. So no tires for Watkins. Write that down. Did Mogard take 2?
Really? Tires 4 for the rest of these guys.
Yeah, Mogard took 4.
In the back, and the 13 got tires too.
Matt's going to save tires for later. He's thinking there's going to be a couple more cautions maybe.
Well, I'm liking this call. I am liking this call. He's got 14 laps in. He's got plenty of tire left. You've got another, 20 laps good in those tires. I like that call.
So Sam likes that call, definitely. But 4 tires for the 13. He ain't messing around, and not going to lose a ton of track position either. And he should be start wanting to push this time and keep up with these guys.
Of course.
Reminder about the during caution here. What kind of off-season festivities do we have coming, Sam?
We've got Wednesday night truck series that it's going to continue on. Actually, we're going to have an off-season truck series only for FSB drivers. Hosted stuff most every night. Those are like recruitment races. We do not call them recruitment races, though. We just go in there and have hosted practice races and hope that people like who we are. We run a strict hosted race. And then we're going to have a demolition derby like we always do. And that's also our awards night where we roast and toast our champions. And a King of the Hill is back. And Milty is a former King of the Hill champion. So he knows how important that trophy is. And I'm glad to bring it back for this season.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite 4 race deals, 4 random tracks, and 4 different disciplines. All the road racing, short track, super speedway, and Speedway. So, you have to be the best in those 4 races to get the trophy.
Or have teammates willing to run P2 to make sure that you lock those awards down. Sorry.
Yeah, especially when you get to the like Daytona or Talladega, because it's going to be one or the other, and you need somebody on your 6 that knows. Yeah, he'd like to win, but if you win the championship. Yep, that's Jim's been there a few times for me there. As we get ready to go green, pace truck is off. Oh, some contact. 77 was really on the 5. Whoa, and Dustin Bird down low there, and they're really being aggressive right off the bat here. Bird with fresh tires here too.
The one truck really didn't get going. Mogart's tapped him a little bit, but Mogart's got a full head of steam now.
Oh, Bird sideways down the bottom, 3 wide.
Butterfinger's going to the back.
I think the Butterfingers got Butterfingers when he saw the 13 sideways underneath him. See, I don't think so. It spooked him definitely, and so he got really tight right there. That's better than wrecking. So I like that. It's got plenty of time to go as the wolves are coming.
Watkins getting passed on the outside. 2 trucks going by for the lead. The 77. Wyatt Thompson's going to lead the next lap, I think. And here comes Mogart on the outside.
Really pushing hard.
Yes, for everybody out there, the 77 is being scored as the 5 car on your screen. So there'll be a 77 on the car, 5 on your standings.
Here comes the Flow Racing Toyota of great Craig Stukas in the 18 truck. Where did he come from? Dude, also with a 3,000 plus I rating is no joke. And that's up against everybody and the best in the world. And he happens to, we're lucky enough to have him as a teammate.
They're side by side going into the corner, but your leader, Wyatt Thompson, Community College. There it goes. Community College Chevrolet, as Justin Bird's going to go up to second now as Mogart falls back just a little bit. We did restart on lap 16 or 17, so keep an eye on that as Watkins goes backwards. Those old tires early.
Battled back. They lost some spots there with Reap, and Shane Wisman after a great run at Sebring this weekend. P7, I believe, in the Montucky Cold Snacks Ford is up high, and now his Donkey Bob teammate, the Donkey Bob Ram, gets by on the bottom, Andrea Elliott.
Snag the screenshot of that beautiful truck. Like that.
Near the in truck here right now, just trying to feather that gas, and maybe try to work some kind of strategy here with this 90 lap race. Now we stopped at 15 and got going there about 18, so that changes your math all the time, because you never know, you might not get another one.
Watkins showing 3 spots behind Mogard. That would make them tied for the title, regardless of depending on who leads the most laps here. But now it's Wyatt Thompson's turn. He grabs a point. He's going to be looking to lead the most laps. And Justin Bird falls back as Mogard goes back in a second. Oh, they're side by side still. Great race for P2.
Dave Owens still kicking after he had some contact there in the Choice City Ford. Looks like he didn't get too much damage there.
No pops.
Whoa,
99
almost
showing the most
contact.
damage. He's 12 seconds back. Everybody else
Ryan
is still back.
Fisher all over the 34. That was so close to contact right there. Here comes Davison Pearson on the outside. And this is a battle for like 12th place right here. And they're going at it.
Here we go, 3 wide. Everybody wants to see it.
Joe Fisher, his first race at FSB in the 506 truck, is starting to make some moves here. Kind of hanging back and chilling. It says Hammer on the back of that Chevrolet, and it's hammered down now for the 506 of Joe Fisher.
Andrew Elliott pulling up to the back of Matt Watkins in the 15. Watkins is hanging on with those tires now, 24 laps in. He may have to make a green flag stop before a lot of other trucks. He needs a yellow sooner rather than later.
And Jones trying low, high, in the middle. The 007 is really starting to get aggressive.
Oh, truck going around the 115. He saves it for the moment, but the corny effect's going to send the trucks around. Big wreck.
Coming full bore, and oh my gosh, he just made it. Watson didn't slow down at first. I was just watching him, and then he blocked the brakes up, and wow, that was crazy. Yeah, they didn't say. Adam Roberts checked up, and the 007 did not see it, and plowed into the back of the 37. That's as close as it can get, unless it's shorting out or something.
Jason Seams to the car, to the pits. He's out of the truck, walking over to the infield care center. Tough break for Jason. A wreck in front of him, nowhere to go. But that's what Watkins needed to come get some more damage fixed and get some fresh tires.
Yeah, I like the 34 there. Saw it and slowed way down and got way up high to stay safe. And man, parts are flying off of that one truck as he doesn't have a fender, and that thing I think is done.
That's going to put him on restarting on about lap 28 or 29, so it's going to be over 60 to the finish, right on the edge of that pit window. We heard it was low, high 20s, low 30s you could get for fuel here. So keep that in the back of your mind if this thing goes green. Some guys could try to make it. Maybe a couple will top off here. As Watkins is going to be one of the only front runners to come down pit road now. He's going to get shuffled to the back, but he's going to have the freshest tires of all the guys pitting right now.
Bogart all over Wyatt Thompson in the 77/5 truck. Scored as the 5, but you see it as the 77. These guys have raced before. Thompson goes in quite sideways, so does Mogard. And Matt Watkins gets a better launch there into his stall, but no problem get and go for the 0 there.
Oh, I missed that. Almost all of them pitted there as Mogard comes in for a splash. Going to hold the lead. Watkins is going to come out. Boy, he's going to have to really be careful back there, knifing through traffic.
Yeah, I think he felt like he needed to get that damage fixed now and go off sequence with Mogard, because that's who he's racing. You know, it's nothing else really matters. That's the guy he's got to beat if he wants to win this truck championship. One of many he would add to his illustrious and record-breaking career, the winningest driver in the history by far in this league.
You betcha. We're going to reset with about 28 laps in. Let's take a look at our lineup when they go across the start-finish line, see what order we're in. Andrew Elliott got up there and led a lap. he's in the start. He's going to restart out front. And really, we also have Roberts is on pit road getting repairs still.
Yeah, he was in there right away. I don't even know if he cared about head along his line. He just drove right in there and right away as soon as you could.
Yep, tough break for Jason Seams, Dan Jones. Who else is out? Dakota Coleman, Adam Roberts. So that's 22 trucks remain. It's a game of survivor out here, and the lights are out on the pace truck. Jerry Forkolb driving again tonight. Appreciate that.
I love that paint job of Cody Baumeister up to 13th there in the United States Marines truck there. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Two Fishers in the top three. Sorry, two Fishers in the top three. We're going to have to check if they're relation. We are relation, sir.
We're not relation. Pit truck should be going in this lap. More will be revealed.
Green, green, green.
Whoa, Elliott gets a nice jump on the field at the 53. I don't know if he didn't get going or Elliott just, he killed the tree there and definitely in the green on the lead there. But now they're coming back to him because you hit a brick wall there with the draft, and the draft definitely means a lot here. Into the lead is Ryan Fisher in the 53. Way down low, which is legal. In case you didn't know, one white line, that means you can, anywhere it's asphalt, you can go. And that was the 13 truck way down low. Comes way low.
Taking a look at our championship points leaders, Mogard's going to be sitting 8th right now. Watkins sitting 10th. So Watkins just needs to stay with him as they are side by side now, racing for the top 10. Oh, Watkins all the way to the grass. 4 wide. Here we go. Somebody's going to get Mogard in contact.
I don't know what happened to Joe Fisher. He went way high there and just, put the donkey into the fence. And but Elliott survives, and but that's going to leave a stain. And it looked like the 506 just got tight coming into the corner and couldn't get it to turn. So, but man, that could have been a big one.
Here comes Watkins going right back up to the front. 3 wide. They're going into turn 1. Race for the lead. See if anybody's going to back out. No, the bottom line's going to dominate. Here we go. Matt Watkins retaking the lead. Keep an eye on.
I'm sitting here watching the FSB drone in far chase here, following these guys watching. What a great view here. Looking back from 506 forward, you can see these guys duking and diving. And here comes that man, mama. The 000 Mogard is on the move. He lost a lot of track position there just to get fuel. But he always seems he knows what he's doing.
We're riding with our newest driver here. Offline working so he can make sure he can come out here and do a good job, and he is. Good job, Jeff.
Yeah, good job, Joe. He did get tight there and put Andrew towards the wall there, but no harm, no foul, no blood. The mustard was off the hot dog, and he was doing the bunny hop in the pea patch. And that's for Chick Hearn, the great ladies announcer there.
Fantastic. 3 consecutive Miltisms right there, back to back to back. That's very impressive. As Matt Watkins pulls out to a big lead. He wants to get away from all that traffic.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Stay out of that caution if they get one.
Yeah, Fisher saw the pressure coming and got into the wall there, and then they get by him there. Good job to keep from wrecking it and get back in line. That was not just a little scrapage. But definitely felt the heat. They were like 2 wide under him, maybe 3 wide.
Jeff Pfeiffer in the Harley-Davidson Ford. That's the 209. He's side by side with the 115 of Dave Ellens. They're racing for 15th back there. Pfeiffer started 6th, dropping back to 15th now. And just ahead of him is the 557 of Tom Fox. started third down to 14th. So comers and goers here at Kansas, 35 laps in.
You got Harley Davidson and Budweiser on that truck. All you need is Lemmy and some Motorhead, and we're banging.
The only card you need, Milt.
The only card I need is the ace of spades. And gambling's for fools, but here comes Brett Watkins, and he's not gambling. Watson, excuse me, and he's not gambling nice up here, and he gets into the 10th position as the 522 gets into the wall there. Guys are starting to struggle a little bit here with maybe up there, the track progression. I think they're losing the grip up on the top of the track there with the marbles. They have no grip.
Another caution. We see a wreck back there
Caution
down the
is
back
out.
straight. See if it's more than just debris. There's a couple trucks. Oh, we got a hood sticking up on the 92 of Kevin Mays. You can see the hood flapping in his face.
No. Am on fire, Jim. And that's Dave Ellens again. Just a tough night for the 115.
Yes, he can't see. He's got his head out the window maybe. Let's see what happens. Somebody wreck in front of him.
Well, that happened to my dad once at Laguna Seca. The hood came up, but he didn't have the hands device, so he could stick his head out the window. These guys can't. Of course, it's not real, Jim. But he is up in the air. That looked pretty real to me.
Oh.
Wow.
There's the flap.
I can't see.
209 gets lifted. 4 or 5 trucks involved. Let's see what that does to the front runners. Kevin Mays going to go to the infield care center. Maybe he'll come in and hang out with us in the booth, your series admin. No.
Yeah, he's got to get it back to the pits. His spotter's going to have to help him, but if you don't have one, I don't think the virtual spotter knows what to do there. He can see a little bit as you see the road runner meep on the hood there. Meep. He doesn't look too good.
Justin Bird stays out along with Wyatt Thompson and Brady Schreckengoss. Everybody else on pit road. Keep an eye on Watkins and Mogard. Who takes tires now?
Matt Watkins driving from his brother's rig out of town. Obviously, is acclimated enough. He's probably sitting on a folding chair like we used to do back in the day until my fat butt broke one during a race and everybody was laughing.
No tires for Watkins again. No tires for either one of them. It's not a big issue here, folks. I seem shocked by it, but it doesn't seem like tires are king here. It's more about fuel and getting to the next stop. We're going to restart on lap 41 or so.
Yeah, and the trend of the race is cautions breed cautions. As Larry would say, the trends, GM.
That's a trend. But you'll find that they'll line it up and they'll go green for a long time. Usually see it that way. Dave Ellens looks like he's reconnecting. Might have been kicked off. Yeah, he was, no. He disconnected and came back. Okay.
Yeah, Mogard kind of did his thing the last time, so I expect him also to stay out there. And as usual, these two have each other in sight. And that is for your championship this year. It's really cool.
Taking the inside line. Look at that. That's Jerry Foco.
Yeah, he knows.
Jerry Foco, Daytona 500 winner and Daytona 24-hour winner. Those Chili Verde there. Maybe he was looking for some, or maybe a hot dog.
Picking up some clag. All right, we're going to restart. We've got new leaders. We've got Brady Schreckengoss grabbing the lead now. Outside of him is going to be Wyatt Thompson, Justin Bird, Cody Bowmeister. There's Watkins and Mogard in the top 6. Pace truck lights are out. We're going to restart on lap 41.
One of our fastest, hardest chargers now up there well into the top 10. It's Guy Pictor a few weeks off at his palatial estate up there at the lake. He's back with the Carroll Shelby Racing Ford. I use D-Max in every one of my cars, or I wouldn't be standing here telling you that. Very nice paint job there.
Here comes the 34.
I couldn't make this team, Jim.
Moontucky Cold Snacks, Shane Wisman is going to be sitting P7 right with Guy. Here we go. We're going to restart one more time. Let's see who gets a good jump.
Another truck that's been gotten up there is these two veteran Patriot guys, the 34 and the 62. 62 might have a little damage, but I think the 34 Shane Wishman, don't be a jerk, Montucky Cold Snacks. Chevrolet Ford there, I think he's just been biding this time. Let's see what kind of pace he has. They need to get going here. The rest of these guys, they don't care about championships. They want to win this race.
Using the outside truck as a pick, Matt Watkins just like that. It's up to 4th, looking to get right back out in front, lead those laps. Every point counts.
Oh, this looks scary.
Yeah, he's got to hope Bird can hang on down there and just follow him to the front. It's the 13th DeWalt of Justin Bird. A lot of fans in the chat usually. A little quiet tonight. Watkins getting close there to that 77 truck. And here he goes down to the bottom. He's got a really good run in the Bazooka 15. 3 wide across the line, race for second.
Oldmeister up there in the Marine truck. Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint?
Lots
what
of
a gaggle
shuffling
here.
Every lap all the way back through the top 15 trucks as 20 trucks still running, still on the lead lap.
Shreka goes, can't defend. Goss can't defend, and he scrapes against the wall in the 516. That was a pretty significant lick coming out of 4 there. Sparks and chunks flying off.
Kevin May's got the hood strapped down, got the body posts in and the pins in, and he's back out running in the Road Runner Ford. Nice job, sir. He's going to be off the pace. Another couple cautions. He might be able to get all that damage fixed.
And here comes the Donkey Bop Ram truck. Andrew Elliott trying to get up here.
Justin Bird now to the high side, and the 15 of Watkins down to the bottom, looking for a pass for the lead. Here comes that 18 truck.
There.
Keep an eye on Craig. I think Watkins
Matt Watkins to the front.
Keep him on the bottom. Yep. You bet.
I think Watkins really looked tight coming out of 4 there. He's wheeling it, but I would just wonder how much is that truck going to turn for him as time goes on, if he still has a little damage there or not. Got to figure he was trying to fix that a little bit the last couple stops, and his pit stop time indicated that. Whoa! Way up into the wall there, Sean Reap. Don't fear the Reaper, and the Reaper's going backwards there. And that was tough. He was up in those marbles. Guys are really, once they get up there, where that clag is, as David Hobbs used to say, the clag is bad.
Great move by Stukas. Now is going to take the lead. The 18 truck. Looking at the racing channels, I see Petra Watkins and Shane Wisman in the same channel. They can talk and work together. Stukas, Hale, and Bird over there in the other channel. But let's see who's going to help out who as this thing goes along. Rumors has it the 18 was going to help out Watkins. But he's going to take the lead and lead now as Watkins maybe can save a little tires, save a little fuel, and follow him for a second.
Watkins blinks once, and he blinks again. Let's hope that's not a reoccurring thing. They're running off a rig that's not his. A lot of factors involved there, but seems okay now.
Yep, ping and quality look good.
Oh, 34 got a little tight there, and now he's got Brent Watson taking a look. As now the 62 gets a run. As you can see, these guys are using the draft to get a run, and then see if they can. But in the corners, they need to kind of, veer away a little bit to get that downforce on the front end, on all of the truck.
Coming up on lap 50 of 90, so we're over the halfway point here at the FSB iTruck Series finale. 2 trucks racing for a title. Where's Mogart? 8th. Watkins is 2nd. Mogart's going to make it. He's going to have to definitely finish ahead of Watkins by at least 2 spots, I think, to tie this thing. Not sure what the tiebreaker is, Sammy, if we do.
He's a cool customer, and he knows he's got a lot of time left.
Jimmy,
And,
it's wins and then poles. So the most wins and then the most poles.
Mogart's got the tiebreaker with 5 wins, so that's the tie. If they tie, then Mogart will be your champion based on most wins. It's 5-2. So he's got that going for him, which is nice. You're really zoomed in on my screen. There we go. There's the 15 truck. Things have settled down for a moment, but don't get comfy. Don't go away. We've got less than 40 laps to go here in the season. 54. Craig Stuka out front. My pick. I'm going to jinx him now by saying it, but the Flow Racing Toyota. Go get him, Craig.
Andrew Elliott really starting to get a little loose there coming out of 4. But that screaming donkey on the deck lid there. Very cool.
Cody Baumeister goes down pit road. He didn't stay there long. He got tires. Maybe he stayed out a couple cautions, but on pit road, he's going to lose a lap at least. A 2:03 of Cody.
Yeah, I would not recommend that unless he was just really was. He got that track position. Maybe at this point here, that would be 38 laps. That would be tough. 38 laps to. I don't know if you can do that fuel wise.
Yeah.
Maybe close.
It's a nice paint job. Somebody else slow on the apron. Just saw him go by. Who's that? On pit road, Brett Watson. So a lot of guys stayed out, I guess. I don't know, but Brett Watson now on pit road, giving up that spot.
Yeah, these guys now that got fuel, they're definitely going to, reap the benefits of that. And then, one more stop, one more fresh set of tires. Unless maybe you got to lay caution. But these guys have got to be falling off a little bit here. 3 wide with Pearson on the bottom, the 53 of Ryan Fisher, and the 13. That's pretty scary there. And the 13 decides, nah, I don't want to deal with that right now. Is he losing some pace here because he's falling backwards, or is he doing that for a reason? And here comes Mogart starting to get more aggressive. I think he really wants to get going now. He's starting to feel like, man, I'm up against it here if this stays green now. Because him and Watkins are on that same strategy, I believe. You want to stop somewhere around 30 to go.
He had to go high to avoid Andrew with a good run he had there, so now he's going to get some momentum. But really, with 2 trucks side by side in front of him, nowhere to go. Watkins doing what he needs to do. In the 18, Craig Stuka's your leader.
Stretching it out.
Yeah,
Here comes the old man, the uncle, taking a look on nephew here, teammates and family. And nephew says, "Go ahead, Unc." And the 29, Jeff Hale, getting a spot. Really good run for Jeff here up in the P10.
How about the 22, Jamison Pearson? Haven't called his name often. He's up to 6th from 18th, minding his business in the Sun Cruiser Iced Tea Vodka Ram. Looking real good. Love that paint job.
Mogart and the 09 of Andrew Elliott might have had contact, and Elliott scraped the wall a little bit in that Donkey Bob Ram.
Craig Stuka shot out of a cannon now. 1.5 seconds now. He says, screw it. We're out of here. Pit window is going to open up in a few laps for the final stop because we are on lap 58. So after a few laps, they can go about 30. Let's see when they start coming in. Schreckengast. He already pitted. That's right.
I'm expecting like a Guy Pitcher probably to try to stay out. His best bet is maybe track position and a yellow.
It's the usual strategy. He starts in the back. He stays out as long as he can, and he's going to get a lap led. Stretch out the fuel. The field's starting to close in on Watkins for P2 now. Now here comes Thomas Fox in the 5.57 Butterfinger, closing in on Matt Watkins, half a second now.
Tell me I got a good truck there, Car Fox. He does. Butterfinger Toyota is coming. He's coming quickly. It seems like Watkins is losing pace here a little bit.
Sorry.
Couple trucks have disconnected now, and after being in the virtual in-care center, Adam Robertson, Jeff Pfeiffer, tough
Bird
nights
is
for
pitting.
them.
Wistman's on pit road. We heard the call on the chat on the scanner for Bird coming in, I believe. He's going to have Andrew Elliott right behind him, so see if he can get down to pit road. Yep.
Wyatt Thompson sideways in. Woo! The 77/5 truck, but the 77 truck there, Wyatt Thompson, that's about as fast as you come in sideways without crashing. Great job.
Mogard's got by Andrew Elliott now. He's looking to get by Sean Reap next if he can get to him.
Got Justin Bird down, just pulling into his stall here. We're expecting 4 tires. Let's see. Right side up. Down. Left side up. 4 tires and fuel. Pack it, fuel full, and try to make it to the end. Exiting pit, Justin Bird in the 13 DeWalt Chevrolet.
2.3 second lead now for Craig Stukas, and 2.4 back to Thomas Fox. So Watkins and Fox have teamed up pretty good right here to bang out a few laps. Definitely inside the pit window now.
Problems for Brett Watson in the 522. He's been sitting there if he's getting damage fixed or whatever, but that's definitely going to hurt his chances to win this race, and he's still sitting there. Wyatt Thompson just coming back out. Here comes the 203, Cody Baumeister, United States Marines down pit road.
Pitting. Starbucks Coffee coming in. The Ford of Jeff Hale is going to be the next one to pit. Oh, he gets it down right in front
Craig
of
Stukas gets the lead now in the Flow Racing Toyota. What's he going to do? Nothing over the scanner yet, and he's running by himself, and that's going to bleed lap time.
He's just pulling away and stretching it the whole time. Now he's at 2.5 seconds. He's got a great line, pulled away from Watkins.
He's
And
2 seconds.
Him in.
He's 2 seconds faster than his fastest lap. So, yeah, I think he needs a pit here. Tick, 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 tick. He's going to be losing unless he gets a caution. And that's what he's banking on.
He made up another 2/10 that lap. So we shall see what he does. But why gamble when you're out in front by almost 3 seconds in case you catch a caution? Ryan Fisher says he's coming in next. Echelon Chevrolet. The crew is on the wall.
Joe Fisher
right
also.
53. Everybody's pitting in front of Mogard. He's able to get by each one of them, but he's getting a little draft off each one. Mogard on pit road now. P2
yeah,
in
Matt
the
Watkins
championship
going to have
on
to stop
pit
here
road.
pretty soon too. So figure Matt's probably going to stop this next lap. Or not.
Matt and Stukas need to kind of think about stopping about now.
Yeah, because they definitely want to. Yeah, I think Stukas is bleeding lap time, man. There's no winnow here, and Matt Watkins should stop. And let's see, he does
Slow him
not.
down. He's getting on pit road.
Well, he had pops right there, so that would have been bad anyway.
Yep.
But like Jim said, if they get a caution here, it's tragedy time here.
Andrew Elliott on pit road in the DBR Dodge Ram. He's from P7. Reap has pitted. We didn't see that, but he's been on and off pit road. Thomas Fox coming in. Glad I can hear that scanner now. It's a whole new ball game. Thomas Fox is the next one coming in the 5.57 Butterfinger. Craig Stukas goes by for another lap, 32.4, 2.5 second lead. Watkins says he's pitting next time by. He just went across the start-finish line, so he's got a full lap to come around.
Fox look pretty conservative there, but hey, you got a great finish possibility here. Don't want to blow it, but we know what Matt Watkins do, and we better be watching for that because he puts on a pitting show. He does every pit like it's his last, and he's coming in hard.
Petrus coming in. Jameson's
And
coming in.
very smooth.
Look who's up to fourth. Started dead last. T.G. Reese. Guy Petrus sitting fifth. He's on the pit road. Craig Stuka still running out there with a 7-second lead. Catches a caution now. He might lap the field. T.G. Reese P2.
Mogard banging a last lap 37, so he's going as fast as he can with not much draft going.
Leaders on pit road. Craig Stukas on pit road.
I think Matt Watkins might have an advantage here if he gets a teammate to help him draft. But now it looks like Mogard might have the 29 here and the 62 to help him draft too, because he's going to need that for overall pace. I think Matt Watkins, as you see Mogard go by as Matt Watkins comes out, that's going to lose a ton of time there.
Kevin Mays into his stall.
Can he pick up that draft and get the going here?
All right, let's see what happens. Craig Stukas is leaving pit road now. How much time did he lose by staying out there? He had a 2.5-second lead as they started the pit sequence.
Here comes Stukas out. Yes, sir.
Where is Mogard?
Well, reaping the 29 battling, so they're not helping the 0 with the draft there. And can Watkins get back and catch one of those guys, which he looks like he's inching up there.
It's going to get real interesting now. Mogard goes by, Watkins goes by, Stukas falls back a handful of spots, but he's got the freshest tires. Let's see if he can run down Matt as it's balls out, time to go. Less than 20 to go here in the season. Keep an eye on Mogard and Watkins. Where are they? Mogard 5th, Watkins 8th. If they finish like this, that would give the title to Mogard, but here's another spot for Watkins.
Watkins by the 29. Using that draft to try to catch. If he finishes behind Mogard, will that be enough, or does he have to finish ahead? Those are the things we got to think about.
Yeah, 3-point difference. Neither of them led the most laps, I don't believe.
62's going to let him go. Maybe he can get in there and help him draft.
Watkins now going to be 1 spot behind Mogard. If he can stay right there, he would hang on to the title.
That's what he needs. That's all he needs. And I'm sure he had that figured out because he don't miss much.
Let's see what's up with Stukas.
He's got 6 laps or more fresher tires than Mogard.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's got 6 lap fresher tires and didn't lose a whole lot of track position there with the, a patented pit stop and then picking up some draft help just at the right time. Very Matt Watkins-esque.
Well, that's going on. Wyatt Thompson with a 4-second lead now. He was one of the first guys to pit, so let's see if they have enough laps to reel him down with 16 or so to go. But Wyatt Thompson out front now. Justin Bird holding on to second pretty solidly. Shane Wisman up to third. Those are your top 3.
How about Wisman? I mean, that's what he does. I saw a little bit of that being privileged to being in the team channel when they ran the 12 hours of Sebring and watching this guy don't miss much either. Very, for their first race, they were very well prepared and professional in that race, definitely. And here he comes.
0 gets another spot. He goes by Brady Schreckengoss in the 516, so that's a 2-spot gap between him and the 15 of the bazooka truck of Matt Watkins. Craig Stukas is still lingering back, but he's going to have some momentum here. Let's see if he can run these guys down.
What a great job by Wyatt Thompson, and then driving it as fast as he can there. I thought being by himself there would hurt a little more. He is now running like 31.7s, but and he's been out there a while, so some of these guys are still in the 30s. Can they catch him?
Watkins
looking like 14 to go. Coming up on 14 to go.
Uh-oh, truck goes high, almost in the wall. That's going to give Stukas another spot. Schreckengost is barely hanging on, one of the early pitters. 18 trucks going to make a move there. Stukas up to 6th. Watkins 5th. Mogard
And it's
now
Watkins
3rd.
and Mogard, and they're racing. Matt Watkins isn't just chilling, okay to stay behind. He's racing, dude. Back up rig, I don't care. Dude only knows how to drive one way, and that's, it's gotten him a lot of championships, and he almost got into the wall right there. Woo! And that tire match, and Mogard gets into him, and he doesn't slow down, and he puts the 15 into the wall there. Wow, I don't know, man. I was watching that live, and he bumped him once, and
3 times the charm.
yeah, I don't know if he was trying to get out of it. I don't know if it's my place to say, but in my opinion, he didn't get out
He
of
was
it.
down about 140 miles an hour when they touched. I believe he was trying.
And it's like that when you get in that draft too, and you're trying to let off, but the guy in front of you is starting to get loose, and he's slowing down. So even though you're slowing down, you still get in the back of him. So I'm sure he would not wanted that to finish this, and it's not finished yet. So we got a yellow out there. How much damage did Watkins get, and what's he going to do here now?
He's got right front damage on that bazooka there. Went sideways into the wall pretty hard.
13 goes in. The leader stays out. Okay. I don't know about that one, Jim.
Well, Stukas is going to stay out now, and he's got pretty good tires, so it's going to be with less than 10 to go. Also, Sean Reap stays out, but the rest are.
So what does the 13 and the 00 do here as far as okay, I got my eyes on the 13. He's getting right sides.
0's getting right sides.
And left, so 4 tires. They're not. He's not messing around. He's getting freshies. Looks like 4 for the 00 too. Looks like 2 tires for the Butterfinger, and he gets out ahead of these guys. Thomas Fox figures I'll get some tires and stay with this group, and we're going to catch right back up to Wyatt, and Wyatt's going to have old tires there. I don't know. And Stukas with him, so let's see. Maybe more trucks. Let's see how this, because a lot of trucks stayed out there. So, yeah, you're right, Jim. They're going to have a long way to go to get back up there. They just rolled the dice right there.
Watkins back to 13th now with that damaged truck, but anything can happen, and that's 1 on Mogard. If he turns somebody else, he's going to have to park it for the championship. So we'll keep a close eye on that with less than 10 to go here in the championship between Watkins and Mogard. But race up front, Wyatt Thompson stayed out. Again, Craig Stukas probably has the freshest tires and the most speed up there. But don't count out Uncle Jeff, Sean Reap, Ryan Fisher, Andrew Elliott. The field definitely shaken up with that latest caution. This is going to be a great restart.
Well, it's just so awesome to see Jeff Hale, such a neat guy. And, frankly, he's just had some terrible luck this year in between winning, or getting he got a real good finish. I can't remember if he won but he had a real good finish, and then had just some races where he just got caught up in other people's stuff. And, he even came up and did an awesome job broadcasting with us after getting wrecked out early. And to get his insight was, like none other. Yep. And so y'all have heard him before, and his wiseness has got him in this position. Great job.
2 races going on. We got the race up front and the race in the back. There's only 3 spots in between Watkins and Mogard back there because they both came in and got fresh tires. So it ain't over till it's over. The Bazooka team hanging on.
I ain't heard no fat lady. 10 to go at the line. There's a bunch of trucks out here want to win. They don't care what's happening behind there in that championship. All these trucks up here are going for the win. Oh boy, the 29 spins the tires a little bit, but gets down.
Huge traffic jam, 3-4 wide. Somebody goes knifing through. Who was that? I don't know. Shot out of a cannon.
Reap
Brady
blinking out.
Schreckengoss.
Can't see Reap. No, Reap is not on the
we
screen.
got a wreck on the back straight.
I think we got Reap
got another wreck on the back
with the
straight.
internet, and this is really bad. That Reap just disappeared there.
Schreckengoss
Wow,
passed a bunch of
Mogard
trucks
all
on
the way up there
restart
to
and then got into the 33. Can't tell who got into who, but Schreckengoss really got going on that restart. Let's see what? Oh, he drifted up, and the 33 was there. Yep.
Mogard already up to P7. And he definitely got a start there, and Matt Watkins way behind, could not get going and did not get going. And it looks like Matt Watkins might have been involved in that because there's big damage on the back of that 15 truck. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at Matt Watkins and see what happened here because
that's the previous damage.
Oh, really? It was that bad? Okay, I didn't notice that before. Sorry. Well, maybe it's giving him a little more wedge in the rear there because they had been working good, but I don't know. This it's Mogard was shot out of a cannon, and wow, it ain't over yet. And so Watkins back down pit road.
Yep, he can get some of it fixed. He's going to be probably tail end of the lead lap there, about P16. But again, anything can happen up there. That was a wild restart. Everybody's trying to get towards the front. Wyatt Thompson can use another one of those on a restart to hold that lead off, to hold off the hard charging Craig Stukas and Uncle Jeff. Somebody just got the wave around there. That would be Kevin Mays getting the wave around.
Back to the front.
Walking 2 laps down, now he's going to be 1.
He's going AJ Foyt there with the sledgehammer, Jim.
Oh, Repez.
Beating on that thing, and he's back in the car. There's nothing that Matt Watkins can't do, and racing from a rig out of town, this is special, and we're so glad that he gave it a shot here. No excuses, and he definitely has proved no matter what rig he can run on, he's still excellent driver and champion.
We've had 5 different winners this season. That's going to be Bird, Stukas, Mogard, and Watkins. And Petra won the opener there. Can't forget that at the Super Speedway. I think the lights are still on. Wouldn't they be out? But no, they're still on.
That's,
nope, lights are out.
What I wonder is our leader does have enough fuel. I'm sure these cautions have helped him. We thought that he was in a window where he had enough fuel, but not sure. See if he's, lifting, shutting off, clutching something.
He pitted on lap 61, so he should have enough. He pitted on.
So he should have enough.
We've had a couple cautions, so he should be good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got it. iRacing got we share information. That's what broadcasters.
That's what teammates are for, Jim.
Yep. And the phrase Sam was searching for was "racing is life." Everything else, everything before or after, is just waiting.
That's the Steve McQueen quote from the 1971 movie Le Mans, which me and Jim have by personal experience and other entrenched in that. And that's our motto, and that's what we feel about sim racing, real racing, RC racing, everything.
Watkins caught up just in time for the restart. Sorry to interrupt. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. He's got about 8 spots between him and Mogard. Let's see what happens. Anything can and will happen here on restarts. 6 to go.
Nice start for Wyatt down in front. Definitely needed that. Easier to start on the bottom. The guys up high is a little bit easier for tire spin, and Stukas did not get going. And here comes Uncle Jeff down low. Whoa, boy. Jamison Pearson wants some of this. The young man, Pearson, aggressive and talented.
Trouble out there. Watkins is really loose. He's going to go around. He's barely hanging on to that thing. Hang on, Matt.
Yeah, it's really tough there with that damage now.
The action up front as there's three Mogart sitting in the middle, 3 wide between Bird and Andrew Elliott. Not backing out, and they're going to get together. Boom, they touched twice, 3 times.
Oh, it's win time now.
Bird's going to throw it in there. Jeff Hale is there as well.
Mogard looking
go
3 wide there.
Between the relatives. He's going to FAFO this one and see what happens.
Got a Hale family sandwich there, along with some Bird in the middle. That's like a turducken, Jim. Andrew Elliott gets into the wall, goes way back, falls way back and out of contention. Tough for Andrew there, but thank goodness he saved it.
Stukas passing for the lead now. He was stuck 3 wide on the outside. Now he's on the inside racing for the win. Craig Stukas, but here comes Jamison Pearson in the 22. Justin Bird joining the mix. It's a 4-truck race with Wyatt Thompson going backwards a little bit.
88 of 100, 3 laps to go. Jamison Pearson and Stukas trying to go for the lead, but here comes the 13 on the bottom. Quiet all night. Here comes the 34 of Wisman. I know from him being a teammate, he can be aggressive.
Oh, he's got to run. Look at Wisman on the bottom. He's going to make 3 trucks in 1 corner.
These guys are young, talented, fiery, and everything you want in
competitor.
Mogard down low. How does Mogard save it there as him and Pearson, they should have got a room right there. But that's going to hurt the 000, and he goes backwards. And how about TG Reese up there in P7, trying to look for some top 5 here. The Wiley veteran, the snap-on truck there.
Here we go, 3-truck race. Jamison Pearson fell back just a little bit. The action is up front. Let's go, Craig Stukas with the lead, side by side behind him. That's what he wants to see. It's all going to come down to turn 3 and 4, Milt.
Oh, and there's almost contact between Wisman and Bird, but not.
Run.
Bird's got to run. He goes down low. 18 to fifth. They're wrecking behind. No, they're not. The 0 gets into the 22. He does the vertical power slide and saves it. Here comes TG Reese looking at a top 5 here, and at the line is the 18, and they're wrecking at the line. Mogard gets 4th, and TG Reese, how about that with a top 5? Wow! Pearson was completely, you could see Pearson's number completely sideways, and he saved that stuff, man. Unbelievable. We got so many things we need to look at here before we do the interview. We got to get all this in here, Sammy. 22, the 18, the 34, the 13 going down low, and a great block, which is legal. One move is legal. Stukas side coming, said negative, and then look at that. That got the arrow wash on the 13, got him totally tight right there, and then him and the 34 at the line. Wisman gets the spot, and they don't care about those trucks. We'll make more. What a show!
Jamison Pearson really saved the season for Mogard because he turned the 22 sideways, and the 22 saved it, saving a yellow and a second incident. So pretty amazing job there with the 22 hanging on for a solid P7. Good job, James.
That thing was slideways. What a show to end the season here. Season, 54? At FSB.
54, yep.
23 years of sim racing.
Tough break for Matt Watkins, ends up 15th there. He's going to be 2nd overall in the point.
A slight problem with some technical stuff here. So, okay, post race here. Go, Jim.
Interview time here. Great job by our podium finishers. Milt, go ahead and take it away.
We start here with third place, and that is Justin Bird. What a yo-yo event for you, up and down and all around. That had to be fun. I bet you sweating. Hope you got a fan on you. Tell us about your race, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely hot and sweaty. That was a hell of a battle with everybody there. Congratulations to Craig, my teammate. Hell of a job by him tonight. Yeah, it was kind of a yo-yo night, kind of gambling with strategies. Held onto a set of tires there and had it there for the end. And that other caution to come out with about 5, 6 to go kind of killed me, but I did the best I could, just maintaining, and I was able to get third and got into Shane there at the end. I got crossed up on the apron and kind of lost it there, but sorry about that. Overall, it was a hell of a race tonight. Lots of fun, fast trucks, and thanks for broadcasting as always.
Yeah, great clean run there. And at the end, you guys, yeah, I mean, you didn't mean to get in, you got loose right there. And when you started, you were correcting the truck, and unfortunately, he was there. I mean, it was no malicious. And your whole season is, and ever since that season has been clean. And so I'm not sure where you end up in the points there, but definitely a champion in my heart. And can't wait to see you run next year, Justin.
Thanks, guys. It was a fun season, and congrats, Jared.
Okay, so now we go to P2 there. Shane Wisman, another yo-yo run there. Fresh off the plane from Florida and the 12 hours of Sebring, back over here in Kansas. What's up, man? Great race. Tell us about your race.
Well, I started watching the broadcast and thought last second, you know what? I'm just going to go run. And so that's what I did. And I think I was the slowest of the cars that qualified. And I was just looking to, run some laps, and luckily got on the right strategy, not taking tires that first caution and preserving a set for the end. And I don't know, I was maybe fifth or sixth place car tonight, but just through luck of strategy, ended up in second, and had a blast there racing there. Last couple laps, heck of a job, Craig, for holding us off on. I think we had 9-lap newer tires than you, so that's a fantastic job. Yeah, and Justin, always fun racing with you. I feel like we've got a lot of good give and take out there, which is what FSB is all about.
Man, glad you showed up there. And winner chicken dinner. Craig Stukas in the 18 truck, also kind of an up and down run there, but then towards the end there, got in front, and that last lap defend was just perfect. He had one chance, and when you did that, it took the air off the nose of Justin, and he had to get out of it, and that was the race winning move right there. That was awesome racecraft.
Yep, that was a fun race. That was awesome. I was getting real nervous at the end. I knew I could get by Wyatt based on like the few laps before that final caution, but yeah, I see them coming from behind me, and yeah, I really tried to block hard there. I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to see you guys next year. This is our last race of the season, and we have to crown a champion, and that is Jared Mogard in the 00 truck. A great season. Missed one race along with Matt Watkins. It was mano a mano at the end, and you guys did not disappoint. At the end there, you just kind of wore him down and got that win with great skill, and what a great champion with, I believe, 5 or 6 wins this year. I think 5 wins, Jim. Tell us about your season and what it's like to win a championship here at FSB, and tell us about any shout outs you'd like to throw out.
Yeah, I don't know about warm down. We were racing hard there. First and foremost, want to apologize to him. I don't really know what happened. I went back and looked at the replay, and it looked like, just racing hard late in the race, and I think he thought he was clear, and I thought I was clear, and we just kind of met in the middle there, and yeah, definitely, um, never want to wreck anybody, let alone it be the guy you're racing for a title. So, first and foremost, apologize to him. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear it. I probably wouldn't either in that situation, but we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him and settle it. But yeah, it was a good season. New league and everything. You don't really know what to expect, and just come in here and hang with these guys. There's some really fast guys. I mean, Craig and Bird and Shane. Even though he said he was slow in practice qualifying, he's always really tough. And there's a handful of other ones as well weekly here. So when you're racing 20 plus other trucks, got to be on your A game. So luckily we were able to do that, and wish that one lap, one corner would have went differently, to be able to really truly race it out. But I guess that's why you get a couple draft weeks, and it's a 13 week season. So yeah, all in all, it was a good season. Could have went a little bit better, but overall, we'll take it.
Yeah, I appreciate the shout out of sportsmanship there, and obviously didn't want that to happen, but it did. So congratulations on the year, and so we've got off-season stuff, and of course next year we will be back. So we will be broadcasting next season after about a month. So Jim Ray, take it away.
Yes, great job, everybody. Craig, I just went in and cashed my check, $100 at 12-1 odds. Thank you, sir. I'll split that with you, as gambling is frowned upon here, Sam. I don't know, but it's been a pleasure running this all season, and you guys don't disappoint. Now it's 25 to 30 trucks is the norm. Just like that, it's crowded out there. The trucks look loose, but you guys are hanging in there. And when you guys look at the replay, you will see all kinds of 3-wide, 4-wide, all that stuff where guys are just throwing it in there, and you guys did great holding your line. So good job, everybody. Really appreciate you letting us come in and talk about it. And it makes us look good just by you guys putting on a great show. And props to our admin, Kevin Mays. He drove with the hood in his face for a while. I don't know how he saw anything, but he got on pit road and finished that thing. Kevin, thank you for being our admin. Anything you want to say about our season or your race tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all the drivers for coming out. When we started this, I couldn't believe we'd end up with 25, 30 cars every night. And I'd also shout out to Jim and Milt for broadcasting. Very fun to go back and listen to those after the race. And special thanks to Sam Young, our series owner, the league owner and promoter extraordinaire, and he promotes the broadcast, produces the broadcast here, and several other nights a week. So thanks to him for letting us run here with him. So thank you guys.
Very welcome. It's our pleasure. Sam, got anything to say before we clear out of here?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Kevin Mays for running the series. You do a great job, and also Mud Dog Motorsports sponsors it. That trophy is going to go to Jared this season. Good job, Jared. Jim Ray, thank you so much for what you've done. You guys are awesome, you and Milty, and I'm so glad you'll be back next season. Always so many thanks to give out. Sean Reap, all our admins, Shane Wisman, Kevin Mays, Justin Bird's an admin, Craig Stukas is an admin. You guys did a great job. Craig, you did a great job tonight. Good win, and I'm so happy that you got the final win here for the season 54. We're going to start this up again in May, the first week in May, and Jim Ray and Milty will be back. Thank you so much, everybody. Take us out, Jimmy.
Yeah, there's still one race to go. Texas Motor Speedway Friday night in the Pro Cup Series there, so that's still going on. And that's Justin and Jared going up for grabs there from what I see on the website with just a race to go. So those guys will be getting after it Friday night, but thank you all.